Hey guys, SimsPlays here and welcome back to another Minecraft video, and today I'll be showing you some build hacks with the Pale Garden and resin blocks in the new Minecraft update, so let's go. So I made this little gradient which gets you from the Pale Garden with the pale moss, and then brings you into tuff, into mossy cobblestone, and then into moss, and then transitions into regular grass. I've put a border around for separation as well. Then I've done a similar thing, but with stone instead, so moss, tuff, mossy cobblestone, regular cobblestone, and then right into stone. It blends really well. And you could swap the tuff and moss as well. Right here I've made a doghouse using the pale oak blocks and the logs, and I've used a little sign for a little bit of detail on the top. And over here I have made like a little fence design using the logs and quick and heart, and it'd be good for like a gothic build. And there's a glitch where the candles are see-through, but just try to ignore that. And then over here I made a little like a sandstone house, and I used the pale oak fences as like an antenna by here. Now the resin blocks were out when I made this, so couldn't have done any of that, but I've got the logs as the floor. I use commands to get the pale moss as like a 1 block high thing. And then over here I made like a little like farm fence, like with fence gates. Be good for an inside of a barn or something. And then by here I did the same thing, but without the fence gates. Adds like little spikes to it. And then by here I made some barrels where I used trapdoors and red netherwort blocks as wine inside, and the doors go perfectly as like white barrels. Then by here I made a little desk design, and I used the stairs, and I used the pale oak sapling as a flower pot design. And I used trapdoors, and I used the logs on the floor as well. Then a similar design to the fence I made back there, but instead of pale moss on the ground, I made buttons instead, just a little variation if you want to make it a bit more modern. And with the design from earlier, I have done this. I wrapped it around like a giant plot, be good for building something. I made this little archway using pale oak, and on the inside, the pale oak leaves with tuff, and it just blends perfectly together. It'd be good if you could put like a haunted mansion or haunted house or graveyard or something inside. I just wanted to show you what the fences looked like all chained up together like that. Then I built these when the resin blocks came out. So by here I made like a little autumn tree using the resin blocks as like orange leaves all around. I used a tough slab to like angle the acacia logs, and I used the resin clumps on the ground to make fallen leaves. And then by here, because Mojang won't add them, I made white pumpkins. And remember I said the candles don't work, so you can use a pickle instead. But yeah, they work really well. This is what the banner design looks like. Cool. And pause the video if you need to. That's what it looks like. And I also use the resin blocks as like baked bean blocks or like netted fish. Be good for a pile outside a restaurant or a bar or something. Just want to show you what it would look like that. Then I made like a giant fire pit slash furnace looking thing. And I've used a lot of different things from the update. I've made like a little barrel of iron by here. The resin clumps actually look like fire chars have fallen onto the metal floor. And on the bottom I've placed like a bunch of campfires. You'll see the smoke coming through now to make like a fire crackling sound effect. Then by here I made this little foundation for a build. You could put anything on top. It's just a little base design for you to see. An art gallery would look good up there, I think. But down here you can see I use pale moss with sapling, acacia down there to make like little flower beds. You can get rid of trapdoors for extra saplings as well. But here I've placed the moss with leaves. And I've placed it with eye blossoms by here. Now, with some floor designs, the pale oak logs actually work perfectly as a marble floor design. They just work so well together. No, I actually messed up the design a bit there, but ignore it. Because normally we would have to use something like snow or smooth quartz. It just didn't give off the same colour because they have a slight like blue tint to it. But the pale oak logs just look perfect, the stripped ones obviously. But yeah, the pale oak actually goes perfectly with purple and the pleasant frog lights. So, and the logs as well. They made like a little design there. But yeah, for more of like a haunted Halloween build, I used the creaking hearts all around like a border. And then pale oak logs and tuff just to accent it a bit. And another design by you for the Nether build. You could use the resin clumps as like Nether amber or a variation to Nether gold, and they actually blend perfectly. It's like an orange ore design. Nay, that's some side to side. So, but yeah, I put the, and you can also put it on Nether gold, and it just goes perfectly. And you can also put it on stone or deep slate to make like a amber or unoxidized copper design. But I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure to like and subscribe, and check out my second channel for non-Minecraft videos as well. Goodbye.